Hi, it's Bob from HeCooksForMe.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we have some friends coming over for a glass of wine and some appetizers, so we're going to put together some garlic steak bites. For this recipe we're going to use 2 pounds of beef. This is actually stew meat that the grocer here already does cut up and then tenderizes. So it comes out really tender in these bites. I did have to cut some of them into smaller pieces and cut off a little bit more fat than what they did. You can also use a sirloin steak, a ribeye, any of that. Sirloin you might want to tenderize just a little bit with 8-ounce meat tenderizer. The ribeye or a filet or something is probably going to come out tender enough that you won't have to do anything extra. With that, we're going to use 4 cloves of minced garlic, a teaspoon of salt, 1/3 of a cup of beef broth, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a 1/2 teaspoon of brown sugar, 5 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley that I'm going to mince all up. I just put together our seasoning mix. What this is, it's 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of that brown sugar. And then I mixed it together really good so all the flavors will be together. And I'm just going to sprinkle this over all of this meat. You want to make sure that you get pretty good covering on all of it because this is where your flavor is coming from. And so that'll go over that whole 2 pounds of meat. And then we're going to put this in a fry pan with some hot oil in it and fry up these little pieces. So I have my 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan, and it's been on the heat now for a little bit. It's really hot. So I'm going to drop my steak bites in there. These again have already been seasoned. They have that seasoning all over them. So I'll put them in there and I'm going to just stir them in that hot oil and in that hot pan for about 3 minutes. So you can hear that steak just a sizzling there. You want to try to get it so all the sides obviously get browned in. You can cook it for longer than the 3 minutes if you like your steak a bit more done. I like these to come out medium rare to medium, so about 3 minutes on this size of cubes is just perfect. That steak has pretty much gotten done. I'm going to pull it off of the heat and put in our 5 tablespoons of butter, the 4 garlic cloves minced up, and that 1/3 of a cup of beef broth. And our 2 tablespoons of minced parsley. So I'll just mix that all together, put it back on low heat for about 4 minutes and stir it all in. After I added all that back in there, you can see I brought it up just to a nice little simmer, maybe just a bit above a simmer, melted all that butter in, and now I'm going to pull it off of the heat. It'll thicken up just a little bit, and then I'll put these on a plate, actually more of a bowl than a plate, because then I'm going to pour that sauce over the top so it just sits in that sauce. And it stays that juicy and all the flavor in it to serve. This is the finished garlic steak bites. You can see how it's still got the sauce in there, so they stay juicy as you're serving them. They go excellent with a red wine. This is a Cab blend and will be fantastic for tonight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider hitting that red subscribe button. It really helps if you can share my videos with friends and family that might be interested, or watch some of the other videos on my channel. I hope this dish, or one of my other featured dishes, finds its way into your kitchen soon.